the Crystal Cruises Roundup webinar. My name is Mick Dupont, Head of Sales. I haven't done these for a while, so apologies, but I know you've been in good hands with the rest of the sales team. So welcome and thank you for joining us. Just want to go through some updates with you at the moment. And the first of all, we're really excited about the first one and very, very proud because, sorry, if I press the right slide, that will help. So this is the latest news from Crystal. Sorry about that. And that is, we have won 3 Condé Nast Traveller Readers' Choice Awards, which is amazing. Actually, Ocean have won 26 times and the last 24 in a row. And we continue to win the mid-size, the mid-size cruise ship, ocean ship, as voted by Condé Nast Traveller Readers. But this year we've also won Best Small Ship for our little Esprit, and we've also won Best River Cruise Line. So that's amazing tribute to the brand and to all sectors. And when Expedition comes along next year, hopefully that will appear in these awards as well. So we're really pleased. Over 630,000 readers who rated the travel experience from around the world. So it's well received. So if you want anything in terms of logos for the Condé Nast Traveller Awards in any of your marketing, then just let the sales team or marketing team know, and we can get that to you straight away. Okay, on with the news. Crystal Esprit. So Crystal Esprit for 2022 is now out, and for the first quarter of 2022 and the first quarter of 2023. And we've got some new itineraries. So we're adding more Greek islands, Amalfi Coast, French and Italian Rivieras, and the United Arab Emirates. And Esprit continues to do particularly well. So Seychelles for the beginning of 2020 is just about sold out. There might be one suite on a certain departure, but if you're looking to promote the Seychelles, I would really start now for 2021. But that's going particularly well. Okay, latest offers and promotions. There's plenty going on in Crystal at the moment. We have our 30th anniversary next year. And there are Crystal Society, for those who are not familiar, that's our past passenger. So we have double Crystal Society discounts, and we have discounts for new to Crystal guests on some selected voyages. But that needs to be booked by the 30th of September. We continue with our best available suite on River. So between those categories of S5 and S1, it's the lowest fare for the best available suite. And then we have our Book Now savings. This is where we review our pricing every 2 years. The Book Now saving can remain the same, or the saving may be reduced. So it's always better for your clients and our guests to book early for the best savings. Another offer that's been doing really well for us at the moment, fairly limited into the number of sailings and normally sort of last minute, but Crystal Flex fares. So this is where we can guarantee accommodation, but payment has to be made at the time of booking, full payment that is. And we normally don't assign rooms until 24 hours prior to sailing. So if your clients aren't too worried about their stateroom number and are really happy just to take the grade that's being offered, then this works really well. And believe you me, there are savings of hundreds of pounds on flex fares. So check those out as well. We carry on with our getaways, which is our shorter sailings. Got some in 2019. I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. It's where we've taken our longer cruises and we've split them in appropriate embark and depart points. Again, those are available till the 31st of December. Can't believe I'm talking about the end of the year already, but anyway. And we also have our kids sail free. If you want more information on any of these offers, if you just go to our website, crystalcruises.co.uk, right at the very top of the homepage, almost right in the center, you'll see a tab, a link to special offers, and these are all shown there along with our Crystal Memories program, etc. So do have a look at that. Latest brochures. With the introduction of River, Yacht, Expedition, we've now got quite a few brochures. So for the ocean, we have our 2020 Voyage Planner and our World Atlas available. Then we have our World Atlas for 2021, Yacht Cruising 2021, and then Crystal Endeavour, which is coming out next year. That's 2020. And we have our River Cruising 2020, And then we have world cruises for 20, 21 and 22. I guess really do book these early. And these will include the sectors as well. So you can book sectors if they don't want to take the full world cruise. Shortly, we'll be coming out with our 2021 Expedition Atlas and our 21 River Atlas. But these are, have a look on the website, because 2021, they're all up for sale. And 2022 for Ocean, and as I just mentioned, for Esprit. We should be hearing about River hopefully very shortly. So if you want any of these brochures, obviously the website's got a lot of information on there for you. If you want any of these brochures, then the email address in the bottom right-hand corner there, sales@cruiseportfolio.co.uk, and we can send them out to you. If you just want an office copy, something like that, we can do that for you too. Okay, our upcoming events. So we continue with our training. There's a lovely crew. Any of you that don't know me, I'm the one top left-hand corner. I'm the one that looks like the dodgy American game show host. But fortunately, the rest of the team are, you know, they're in a train. So you probably know your salespeople. But that's the team, and we're here to provide the information that you need with these webinars. We provide our knowledge crystallized events, and these we've been running now since the beginning of the year, and they've proved really useful, or we are being told that they proved really useful for our agent partners. So you come along, we have some tea and some cakes, and then we talk about ocean, we have a bit of a break, and then we go into river and to yacht and expeditionary. So our next event is in London, and it's at the Malmaison on the 19th of November. So if you haven't signed up for that, please do so. It's completely free of charge. And there's normally 2 or 3 of us there, so it's not just one person droning on for the whole 2.5 hours. So as I say, they have all been well received. So if you've got the time to come along, want to know a little bit more about what we're doing at Crystal, then please do so. And then our second one is in Harrogate on the 11th of December, and that's at the Hotel du Vin. So for everybody up in Harrogate, you know, in the Yorkshire region, please do come along. And then we have our next webinar, which Nat Reed will be doing the next one. So her dulcet tones will be on the webinar on the 5th of December. So please email, again, sales@cruiseportfolio, sign up for webinars, to sign up for any of these knowledge crystallized regional events. And those areas that we haven't been to yet, we will be doing them again next year. So we're looking at new destinations or new regions to be able to run these for all ages. Okay, let's move on to late availability. Before I get there, let me just explain. The beautiful picture you see in front of you is the Belvedere Palace. This is actually one of our free shore excursions provided on river. So this is in Vienna, and it's a signature event for us. So the Belvedere Palace is where the Gustav Klimt's museum is, and it gets very, very busy, obviously particularly during the summer months. However, on Crystal, our signature event takes place of an evening. So we'll have no more than 106 people at this event when it's closed. And so it's a tour of the museum and the gallery, ending up with the famous kiss, and then moving on to a little bit of opera, a little bit of ballet, etc. Just a cultural evening for about 45 minutes, an hour or so. But it's exclusive to Crystal during that time. So that's what that particular building is. But the late availability we have at the moment, looking at this year, the 11th of December, from Caldera to San Diego, starting at 3,235. A couple of overnights you see there. So those crescent shapes that you see on the itinerary means that it's an overnight. And actually, as I mentioned earlier about getaways, there are getaways on this particular sailing. So you can do a 5-night from Caldera to Puerto Vallarta. And that will call in at El Salvador, Nicaragua, and then on to El Salvador. So quite an interesting 5 nights with maybe some time in Costa Rica and Caldera. So that would be quite nice. And then the second 5 nights from Puerto Vallarta up to San Diego, and that's the Baja Peninsula. So again, very interesting. And maybe, you know, a couple of nights afterwards, 2 or 3 nights afterwards, somewhere in California. And those prices start, the first 5 nights a getaway, Caldera to Puerto Vallarta, is just over £1,100. And then the second one is just over £1,500. So really good value for somebody who wants to go that way and maybe just try Crystal, or if, you know, if they haven't tried Crystal before. Then we have the Lesser Antilles, again, towards the end of this year in the Caribbean. Trying to get to the Caribbean myself at the end of most years, just to get some winter sun. So this is just a relaxing way to go around the Caribbean and see it. And again, this is starts to prove popular for people that just want to get away for just before Christmas, get a little bit of sunshine. And that one starts under £2,000, and that's for an ocean view room. For those of you that don't know Crystal, they're all outside staterooms, but they work from ocean view through balconies up to the suites and penthouses. Okay, Emirates in the new year, which I think will be amazing. New Year's Eve in Dubai, as you can see from the picture below. Again, the overnights that you can see there. But I think also one of the highlights will also be going to Muscat and into Abu Dhabi. So that's a particularly attractive cruise. Bear in mind this cruise, the Esprit, is only 62 guests with 90 crew. So you'll be well looked after all the time that you're on there. Just an amazing product. And as I mention again, best small cruise ship in the world as voted by Condé Nast Traveller. Okay, just to let you know what's selling well and our picks really. This one is Dubai to Sorrento, and again the highlight of that is calling into Petra, and that starts at 3,232. So that's a very popular one, and that's in May next year. We also have on river tulips and windmills. So this is on the Rhine, mainly on the Dutch ports of call, but then you have the two Belgian ports of call of Ghent and Antwerp. And having been to both of those places, they're stunning. So look at that one. That's on the 9th of April, but that's selling well for us. So if you're interested in these, look at them sooner rather than later. And then with Esprit from Athens all the way up to Dubrovnik with some beautiful Greek islands. But again, signature on this is the Corinth Canal, or the highlight, should I say. And that's starting at £5,000, and that's in May as well. So look at those because they are starting to move quite nicely. And then Islands of Exploration Japan, that's Crystal Endeavour, which comes out in August next year. So this is the 13th of September, and this really is starting up in the main islands of Japan, but coming through the Japanese islands before ending up in Taipei. The Endeavour then goes on to the Philippines, Borneo, Indonesia, before heading over to Australia, Gold Coast, New Zealand, and then down to the Antilles. Okay, for the month of November, we're focusing really on summer 2020 sailings. So we're happy to offer a £50 lifestyle voucher for all bookings made between the 1st and 30th of November. And when we refer to summer sailings, we mean any departures between the 1st of May and the 30th of September. So yeah, keep selling, and the more you sell, the more you earn. And there's plenty of availability, especially on some of those med sailings as well. Okay, well, that's it from me, really. Hopefully you got some of that, and hopefully you got all of it. But then if you want to contact us on Twitter, at Cruise Portfolio Crystal Cruises, obviously Facebook, our Crystal Insider, Instagram, and then if you go on YouTube, have a look for Crystal there. The other thing that is also has proved to be useful is that we have our online training as well. So if you go to www.crystalcruisestraining.com, that'll .com or .uk, sorry, .co.uk. So if you go on that, and then you can have a look at our online training as well. So do get in touch with us. The sales office here in our head office will point in the right direction of your sales team if you've yet to meet them yet, or you haven't done so, or you want to ask them questions, or you want to ask about events. But it's been a pleasure speaking with you. May I be the first to wish you happy Christmas. Sorry, had to get that one in since I won't be doing these webinars. But yeah, listen out for Nat's webinar in December, and thank you for your time. Thanks very much. Bye for now.